CLS360 stands for Circumplex Leadership Scan. Essentially, the CLS360 is a leadership diagnostic, a passion around wanting to develop leaders to create better organisations to get better outcomes.
As you would have seen on the images, when the data is plotted, it looks like a rose in bloom. The CLS360 is a scientific, valid and reliable leadership tool that helps leaders to identify, measure and change by gathering 360-degree feedback. That is, from direct reports, peers and high-level managers.
One of the great things I loved about the tool is it actually asks you to describe your ideal circumplex, your ideal self, and you compare that with your actual.
CLS360 came about because we were looking for a new business opportunity, and we found these two guys in Antwerp, Belgium of all places, and they have a small consulting firm, a coaching company. Flew over there, met with the researchers, met with them, and decided we'd like to take this further.
We are sure it works because it has been proven. It has been proven many times because that's research over and over again, replication they call that.
We know from the research self-awareness is the first step in development. If I trust the feedback, it's scientific, it's got really good statistics behind it, I'm more likely to take that feedback on board and do something about it.
A couple of us decided that we're going to be the positivity champions, and that when we get into those negative spirals, we'll spot it, we'll talk about it, say why are we in that space and what can we do to reverse that.
Leadership is common across all industries, whether you're talking about government, mining sector, manufacturing. It's all about leadership. And we've got clients already across those sectors, and so we're confident any organisation that's serious about developing their leaders will be wanting to give them the best feedback to base their development plans on.
So, based on our choice to work evidence-based, we had to look into our company and see how we could build this bridge between the scientific world and the daily business.
And evidence-based means the theory that underpins it scientists agree on. Secondly, the statistics are solid, and some of the statistical methods that underpin this are leading edge. So theory, statistics, and is it published in peer-reviewed journals? So basically it's been through the testing phase. I'm excited by the science of it. I'm also excited by the way these Dutchmen have now taken that and applied it in a real business context. You think about great leaders, you think about ones that have influenced. The Mandelas, the Gandhis, those sorts of people. They've influenced not only the people around them, but the whole world. So leadership is about influence. And the only way that ultimately you and I influence, if we are leaders, is through interpersonal relationships. The CLS360, the Circumplex Leadership Scan, measures those interpersonal interactions and points very clearly the things you're doing well and those things that you need to kind of work on to improve.
The tools we've had in the past haven't been as analytical.
And so I think that evidence-based, I think, certainly gives it a competitive edge.
But in terms of this sort of a tool, I think it's the first one that I've seen.
I use instruments in my own work, and I'd certainly be open to using this one.
But I like that. I mean, it's not too academic that I think people would not be able to connect to it.
Basically, the tool works. It's a very valid and reliable. Leaders look at it and go, yep, that's me. And that's what's exciting to work with people when they go, yes, this is a true tool. It does actually tell me something valuable.